Hello, thank you so much for coming on my channel, and I appreciate you so much. I am glad that you are here. My name is Dr. Victor Ishaya. I am a mentor and a coach and that is what I do. I'm here to talk to you or to challenge you or to make you rethink again and to rethink your progress. Very important. Why am I saying you should rethink your progress? Because thinking is a very powerful thing that brings people in alignment to actually their original purpose or their original goal. Every great man or woman, everybody that you could associate with greatness today on this earth, either past or present, they are men and women that think. They are men and women that can be described or that are described as great thinkers. They have a thinking room. They have time that they retire back, sit down, and then look at things holistically and then leave every biasness and try to be positive about everything. And that is what I want you to do. That is a habit I want you to cultivate, and that is what I want you to do as the year is coming to an end. So rethink your progress and rethink 2021. Early this year I brought up a chart and I call it Disrupting 2021, and in January I circulated it on my Facebook page. It went so a little bit viral, and in this chart, this is the chart. Yeah, originally I'm not the original owner of this chart. I extracted it from a book. I added something to it small on a book that is titled Do Disrupt. Yeah, Do Disrupt. Change the status quo or you become it. Very small book, but very powerful. Now, before I go on to actually ask you the question I want to ask you today that has to do with your personal progress, I want to say this thing. Number one, I want you to take note. Growth and growth in every aspect of your life. You need to grow. Immediately you stop growing, you are actually dying. And growth is associated with discomfort, and whenever you are comfortable in your academics, in your career, in your business, in your personal development, in your relationship, in your family, in your spiritual life, anytime you get to a point that you are comfortable, just know that you are not growing. So it is very important you take note of this. Then the second thing I want you to also put down, never you think that the things what you have done yesterday that have made you successful, if you try it today, is going to actually give you the same level of success. No, because this is the reason. Because every new phase of your life will always demand or require a new version of you. For instance, a chick that is inside an eggshell that the mother hen lay for the first few days of life, that eggshell serves as a protective cover, preserving life. But at a certain point in the life of that chick, when that chick supposed to hatch, if it doesn't break through that shell, that particular shell is going to serve as a barrier and as a limiter of what reality and what life is. The same thing with our lives. Every next phase of your life will require a different version of you. Do not always stay in the past. Learn new things, advance. Now, back to the change chart. So I call this chart the change chart. I call it the change chart because you need change daily. Don't keep yourself stagnant and lock yourself that people are bringing changes, they want me to change my life here. If the change that is coming is positive, embrace it. The moment you are no longer vulnerable to change, you have stopped growing. So now I'm going to ask you, everyone that is on this broadcast or that will come stumble on this broadcast, one central question. The question is this. Write it down. Are you happy with where you are now? Are you happy with what you are doing? Are you happy with your business? Are you happy with your academics, the grades you are actually getting now? Are you happy with your relationship? Are you happy with your finance? Are you happy with your spiritual life? Are you happy where you are now? You need to answer that question to yourself. Now, there are two answers that will come out from you. The answer is either yes or the answer is no. If your answer to this question is yes, then this is my recommendation. keep doing what you are doing, do it well, and do it more. Congratulations. For you that said no, sincerely, if the answer is no, deep inside you, then I'm going to ask you the next question. Do you want to be happy? If your answer is no, you don't want to be happy, continue doing what you are doing. Don't change anything. But I will not, as a positive, progressive person, I don't want you to stay there. So, but if your answer is no, you don't want to be happy, keep doing what you are doing. I will leave you there. But if your answer to this second question is yes, you really want to be, you're not happy now and you really want to be happy, then change something. Change something. What are you supposed to change? Change friends. Change the things you do. Change the way you allocate time to events, to things. Maybe you are sleeping too much. Change. Maybe you have not been studying so much. Maybe you have not taken some courses. You've not actually disciplined yourself to go on personally. Change something. You just need to change something. And change is very, very important. Be vulnerable, be open to criticism is very important. Yeah, be very, very open to criticism. If you are the one that when they criticize you positively, now you are angry and you flare up, there is no way you will be sharpened. There is no way you will be smoothened. And I have this, my quotation that I actually, I love so much. I say, if you are irritated by every scratch, how can you be polished? Thank you so much for staying on this broadcast. I want you to subscribe to this my YouTube page, and I also want you to turn on your post notification button so that whenever I come here and I broadcast, you will be prompted. Thank you so much.